First of all, let's have a quick look at the graphical representation of this.
For someone holding this green passport, a Nigerian passport, you can travel to about 24 countries all around the world. So what are these countries? We will soon find out further on in this video. There are three categories I'm going to be looking at for somebody holding a Nigerian passport. I will be looking at visa-free countries, e-visa, visa on arrival.
First of all, let's have a quick look at the graphical representation of this, and this is being presented beautifully by Passport Index. And Passport Index do have this for all the countries of the world. We are focusing on Nigeria, and this is a Nigeria passport dashboard. So the first thing that will jump at anyone that first open this is the country in red. So you can see all this country in red. If you hold a Nigerian passport and that is the only passport you are traveling with, to enter any of this country you will need to apply for visa before you go to these countries. So and then you can just see all of this country, but the one that we want to focus on are the country where as a Nigerian holding a Nigerian passport, you don't need to apply for visa, or you will apply for visa on arrival. Let's look at the visa free first. So all this one in yellow are what Nigeria there. Let's zoom this a little bit more. So Nigeria there, and then you can notice that most of these countries that are neighbors of Nigeria, so especially the West African country, you don't need visa to go to all these countries. That's Cameroon there, Chad, and a lot of other countries in West Africa. And you have those one in this is sort of like a blue light color or teal color. So these ones are the country that either you holding a your passport, you have to apply for visa on arrival, or you can apply do e-visa. So that is like you apply or so like online. Some of these small island country as well. I'm going to look at this a little more in detail, but you know, I mean, Bolivia is just the one that stand out in South America. So which and then you have Suriname. I can't even pronounce that, but you know, it's a South American country. I'm going to look at all this in a little bit more detail, and then you have the Australia, and then some country around there as well, like Fiji. So yeah, so we look at the list in more detail. I'm going to talk about country with visa on arrival and e-visa later on too, but let's start with the visa-free country. And some of these visa-free country, well, if I start from actually the bottom here, majority of these are African countries, that West African countries which are part of the ECOWAS, or countries that are not part of ECOWAS but still West African area anyway. So like Cameroon is not part of ECOWAS, but Chad as well, they are not part of ECOWAS, but they are kind of like a neighbor to Nigeria, so which Nigeria should be having good cooperation with them to travel visa free, and the West African other ECOWAS countries. And then you then have at the top here, these are the countries that you know, we have Caribbean island country, Barbados, Dominica, Haiti, you know, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Seychelles. So Seychelles is East Africa. Part of it is an island country, but it's part of East African region, and you know that as well. There's this tourist registration, but yeah, so it's still categorized as visa free for Nigerians. And then you have the Oceanias as well. So these three countries that are in the Oceania. So Oceania is an area just around the Australia, New Zealand area. So Fiji, Micronesia, and Vanuatu. So these are Oceania. So all of these countries are visa free for somebody holding a Nigerian passport. Moving on to visa on arrival. So these are countries that, you know, if you hold a Nigerian passport, you can travel there, and then when you arrive, you can get the visa on arrival. So, and then you have all these countries, some of the East African countries. So which simply means that, you know, to get visa to get to these countries is not going to be that difficult for somebody holding a Nigerian passport. You know, you have Namibia as well. You know, Comoros is very small, tiny island country, and then Mozambique, Burundi, a lot of these East African countries there. And then what I actually was really expecting is that instead of visa on arrivals for all the countries in Africa, I am expecting all countries in Africa to have collaboration for African to be able to go to any African country without visa, really. So that's what it should be, for Africa to be borderless. And then we have countries that are not in Africa, so like Maldives is kind of like a very beautiful country as well. And then you have Bolivia, so which Bolivia is in South America, Palau, and some of these Oceania country, so which visa can be applied on arrival. And also Lebanon, which is Middle East, and also all the other ones are just African country. So these are the e-visa country for somebody using the Nigeria passport. So you can apply online for the e-visa, and then you have this country, some of them in the East African country as well. So you have Uganda, Djibouti, Gabon, South Sudan, Congo, around the central of Africa, and then you have Kenya as well, Malawi, and Cambodia is in Asia. So these are the ones that are not Asia. Iran as well, e-visa. Suriname, this is one I've struggled to pronounce the name, but anyway, so that is in South America. So these are countries that are e-visa for Nigerian, somebody holding a Nigeria passport. And something that I should mention as well is that some of these e-visa or visa on arrival, so they tend to have like the number of days that you can spend there, and this information do change, and even the one with visa free as well. So they do have number of days for somebody that is usually like a tourist visiting for leisure as a tourist. So they have requirement in terms of the number of days, and but this information do change from time to time in terms of the number, the country that Nigerian. Somebody holding a passport, either a Nigeria passport or any other country. By the way, the information is there on Passport Index website, and so which you can find more information or updated information on Passport Index website. Hope somebody find this video useful. Anyway, thanks for watching and God bless.